Hmm. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry, that was stupid. Anyway, welcome to Spooky Month.
And all I've got to offer is sensitivity, intelligence, and charm.
Spooky Month this year is going to admittedly be a little less than it was last year. I have a wedding to go to every single weekend of October, so, sorry. Last year, we posted a new video every week of the month of October for Spooky Month, totaling 4 videos. This year is gonna be more like 2 videos. There's gonna be 2 Spooky Month videos. Because there is nothing spookier than creative burnout. Anyway, Spooky Month. What is Spooky Month? It's sort of exactly what it sounds like. A month where I exclusively talk about all things, well, spooky. From books, movies, TV shows, the usual. This year, however, we're gonna kick off Spooky Month with something a little bit different. We're gonna talk about an aesthetic. Let's talk about dark academia and its real-life dark history and elements. Dark academia is something that you might not be super familiar with if you haven't hung around Tumblr, Instagram, or even Pinterest to an extent. So, here's the gist. Dark academia is an aesthetic that revolves around classic literature, the pursuit of self-discovery, and a general passion for knowledge and learning.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion.
But, it's kind of goth about it. Besides being really, learning core, dark academia also includes themes of mystery and danger. Think secret societies and cults and murders to be solved, etc. The aesthetic itself is primarily based on the upper-class European culture of the 19th century. All very pretentious and grandiose. Honestly, on a surface level, it's very easy to see the appeal. It's all about learning for the sake of the joy that it brings, while strutting around like a big ostentatious peacock on your way to the cult meeting, where some big dark secret will almost certainly be discussed. Who wouldn't love that? And the thing is, dark academia is by no means a new phenomenon. It's been around for a really long time. In fact, it's been around for about as long as the time period it's emulating. So, let's talk about that. To take a step back for a moment, aesthetics as a whole is a branch of philosophy that deals with the nature of beauty and taste. Some of the most popular aesthetic philosophers include Immanuel Kant, David Hume, and of course, the void itself, Friedrich Nietzsche. All of whom I'm sure would be thrilled to hear about the aesthetics of the modern internet age. Okay, but really, who even cares what they think? They're all dead. Dark academia at its core is really a continuation of older popular aesthetics. Namely, Romanticism, Gothic, Victorian, and even camp to an extent. It's really not anything new. The start of what we consider modern-day dark academia can be traced back to a 1992 novel, titled The Secret History by Donna Tartt. In the novel, a murder takes place amongst a group of classics students at an elite New England college. Influential works of fiction range from The Picture of Dorian Gray, the works of Lord Byron, Frankenstein, Dracula, and more modern media like Dead Poets Society, a series of unfortunate events, the Umbrella Academy, etc. Hopefully you're starting to see the picture. The modern version of dark academia really started to pick up steam around 2015 on Tumblr. There were dark academia book clubs that focused on classics and gothic novels, photography blogs dedicated to the look of old books and dim hallways, thousands upon thousands of blog themes. People went and continue to go gaga over dark academia, having since moved on from Tumblr to infiltrate the rest of the internet, becoming its own subculture. All of this is pretty harmless and fun internet teen stuff, but it, like everything else on the internet, has come with its own fair share of critics. So, you know all those old dead white people that inspired the feel and look of dark academia? Yeah, it's yeah. The biggest critique of dark academia comes down to how white it is. The whole thing is pretty Eurocentric and lacks any diversity. A lot of the works that inspired the aesthetic come from the Western literary canon. And if you know anything about the Western literary canon, you know it's really not diverse and really full of white men. The Western canon has also historically been incorporated into university teachings to support scientific racism. The idea that there is a scientific and provable basis for the things racists believe, which is not a great look. In an effort to combat this in recent years, big names in the dark academia subculture have begun incorporating works by Black authors like Langston Hughes into their aesthetic posts, book clubs, etc. Another, in my opinion, a little less grounded and a little silly critique of dark academia is that the aesthetic romanticizes unhealthy lifestyle choices like sleep deprivation, overworking, and obsession. But, like, guys, dark academia isn't doing that. Capitalism is.
He goes to work to make his dreams of fun come true. After years of working night and day, Freddy's experiments bring success.
And then there's the eggheads mad that, like, oh, well, you can't just pretend to be academic and still do work without actually studying. Which, like, LOL. Grow up. These criticisms are definitely important to keep in mind when diving into the world of dark academia and choosing to live deliciously.
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
But at least in my opinion, they aren't a reason to cancel the subculture altogether. Definitely keep them in mind and act with respect and thoughtfulness. But also don't be afraid to get a little spooky with your studies. Dark academia doesn't seem to be going anywhere, and it's promising to see the efforts being made to correct the problematic elements. It's a variation of a variation of a variation of older aesthetics. And honestly, it'll probably just keep evolving into a newer version of itself, which is exciting to see. I know earlier I made a joke about the old aesthetic philosophers being oh so thrilled about what has become of their field of study. But I honestly think it's really cool that something that started out as this very serious philosophical study for rich bigwigs in the 19th century has become so accessible and just fun for the sake of fun. Those guys might hate it, but like I said, those guys are dead. Happy Halloween. Thank you for watching Spooky Month 2021 Video 1. This was definitely different than what I usually do, and a little bit shorter, but I kinda liked it, and I hope you did too. If you did, why not give this video a like, or a share, or a comment, engagement, etc. Even if you didn't like the video, leave a comment. Engagement is engagement, baby. And if you'd like to see more, great news! You can subscribe to know when I upload new content. Isn't modern science amazing? If you'd like to support the channel, links to my Patreon and merch are down in the link tree below. Patrons get perks like credit at the end of videos, the chance to vote on video topics, Discord access, so much fun stuff. The possibilities are endless. If you didn't like this video, you must be like the Scrooge of Halloween or something. Bye! Thank you for watching Spooky Month